Hey guys, we're back again. We'll be working on the Hawk kit again. Know it's been a little while since we worked on this guy, but wanted to get moving on this guy again. Fortunately, hang on just 1 second. Something does not seem like it's. Okay, sorry. Yeah, just YouTube was being weird again. Sorry about that. But yeah, tonight we're going to be working on the Hawk. Wanted to get this guy moving again. And yeah, off stream, I went ahead and cleaned up the air inlets. So those are basically good to go. I'm not going to paint this base area black since we're going to be painting the rest of the jet black, so I figured just do that all at the same time. So I'm going to go ahead and get those attached because that'll be a little easier to do. And yeah, let's sort of get into it. My chair will cooperate. Get over. So I'm just going to first just dry fit these guys, just to make sure I'm getting the right side on each. Okay, so yeah, these will go like that. And it's just a simple matter of gluing them on. Oh, while I'm thinking about it also, more progress made on the Dom. I do believe I posted to Instagram the sort of updated photo for some of the armor parts in the final green for them. So that's hopefully going to be done this coming week. Because I'd like to have it ready for next Saturday, as I have my IPMS club meeting that week. And so, obviously, like to have it done so I can bring in. And because it's taken a little longer than I'd like to. And depending on how far this guy is, by the time we get done tonight, I may or may not be able to close this thing up. We'll see. So we got that done. Now another thing we will do tonight on the cockpit area is go in and paint some of the dials. And get that basically done. We'll still need to paint the khaki sort of color on the seats, but I'm not going to worry about that for now. Go ahead and move these guys out of the way. So, as I said, tonight we'll be try to get the wings done up. Obviously, save for the position lights. A little unsure what they're going to have us do for the flaps. I need to look at them. I want to say it's a matter of how you can do them depending on what position you go with. Okay. Cotton cables. Sorry. Okay, I'm just trying to see how best to do this. Okay, because fortunately the pour stubs are really thick for this part. Yeah, you can just tell by how much it's snapping. Okay. This, I don't know if it's going to work. Okay. Good God, this plastic is thick. Alright, we're going to clean up. Ouch. Well, we at least got that free. Alright. If I can get it up. Okay. Let's try and clean this up as best we can. Out. Getting stuff shot everywhere. Knife. Okay. So, as I was saying, and try to get the DOM ready for IPMS next weekend. So, depending on how that goes, because it is a bit of a drive, most likely next weekend we won't have a stream on Saturday. Might push it to Sunday. It's really all going to depend. Okay, I'm just trying to tack this bit. Something to be said for having the monitor here. It does help keep the plastic shooting off from coming at me. Okay. That's down. Okay. Oh, yeah. Sorry. This is really just being a problem child part. I'm a little concerned with how the fit's going to be with the upper wing once we get this cleaned up, this edge in particular. I think that's going to be not want to cooperate. But we'll see. Another thing we are going to need to do is drill some holes in this for a couple of the mounting points. I'll double check with the instructions exactly where they are. Okay. Done. That. Alright, so let's see where we've got to. Okay, I get it now. That's if you want to draw out the flaps, you got to cut it out. Okay. Got that understood. So let's see, we need to drill holes that between those stations and little holes on the outer. Okay, it's got two of them. Okay, the outermost ones get opened up, and then this station gets opened up. Okay. So, just going to nick a little off here. So we can always open that up more once we get the upper fuselage on. So that way we'll have a better idea of what we're going to be doing. Give me a second while I get drill bit out, and then we'll start work on. Actually, no, I'm going to try something different. I'm not going to use a drill bit. Let's try something else. Just going to start it with the X-Acto. I'm sure I can probably use the little Dremel. But for this, it's better to take it slow than probably manhandle it. Now that actually works pretty decent. Yeah, that's working nice. So what I'm doing is I'm using one of these grinding bits in lieu of a drill bit, and just sort of opening the hole up. This works really, really well. Plus, I don't have to worry about, opening too much up. I get a lot more control. Okay. There we go. Now let's just take a little sandpaper, clear this down, go for stronger grit. Come back in and tap them from this side just to even it out. The plastic on here just has this little bit of a grainy texture, so I'm just going to go over it all with some sandpaper just to, even it out. Plus clean up a little of the trailing edge. Okay. Oh, I forgot to mention this, but picked up a new little tool for my airbrush and have another thing on order. First is a quick release valve, and may not seem like much, but it's one of those things I honestly have never thought about putting on the airbrush, as I've got quick release for other things on the new compressor, but I had never considered putting that on my airbrush. And what just fell? I'll find it later. Oh, it's the super glue. Crap. I better find that just in case. Oh, there it is. It's gonna be one of those nights. So, but no, I had a quick release connection to the airbrush, and yeah. Now the thing I got on order is a flow valve for it. So even though my particular airbrush doesn't have one built in, this will give me the ability to really fine-tune and control airflow rate. Plus, since it's separate from it, I don't have to run the risk of it, if it breaks, having my airbrush also bricked. Because in a worst case scenario, I can always just pop it off and go back to the old ways and replace it. Go. Tapped. Tapped. And tapped. Okay. So we got that done. Give me a second to get this put back in the container. And we'll move on. those on. Now it's just a matter of getting the wings, the upper surfaces. Excuse me. Okay, thankfully, putting in cotton cords. Thankfully, these are nowhere near as thick. You should not have any trouble with these. Okay, those are off. Now, let's see. Oh, that's a real bad warp there. Okay, we may have to do a little bit of muscling to get these things to fit properly. At least this one. Dry fit there. Okay. So that should connect in there. There we go. Okay. Tailing it, we're gonna have to definitely tap that down really well. Otherwise, it does not look like it's gonna be too bad. But we'll see what happens with this guy as well. Yeah. Now I don't know how old the mold is offhand, but definitely not to the same quality standards you'd expect from more modern kits. Okay, quick little dry fit, and we'll see about getting these glued on. Ooh, wow, yeah, that's really bad. Now, some of that we'll be able to fix gluing, but you know, this is definitely not going to be a show pony kit. Down. So we got that leading edge done. Let's get this trailing edge. I'm going to start from inboard and work outboard, because I think that will help us some for alignment. You know, get it in the area that we know fits somewhat decent, and just sort of move to the areas we know don't. Oh yeah, this is going to be a real case anyone asks, no, I'm not going to try using a heat gun or anything on it. If this were resin, yeah, I could probably get away with that. But plastic, I'd more likely do more harm than good. Just sort of, I have no idea where my some of my bracket things are. I may need to buy some more. So we'll leave that on for now. We'll just work away outboard. This other side. Or at least we'll have the wings done tonight. Nothing else. Okay. That's all good. Let's get in here. So hopefully we'll be able to, after tonight, get this moved a decent way along. Unfortunately, I don't know how many more kits we're going to be able to start for build streams. So right now, I've got so many scenarios up in the air as far as how the rest of this year is going to play out. And that's even before we factor in stuff for the virus. So I have no idea how much more we're going to be able to continue this series. Obviously, we'll finish up the projects we're working on. Got that done. But as far as starting a new project, I don't know. I mean, it's going to depend on how quickly this progresses and how the rest of the year sort of plays out. I'll admit, it really sort of sucks that I can't say with any real regard to what we're going to do next. So I don't know on that front. Give me a second while I shake up our paint. So since most of the switches and whatnot are going to only be one color, I'm going to try something a little different. I'm going to try painting them using a toothpick and individually doing them instead of dry brushing. Mainly because I want to try this technique for a little bit. I figured this is a good point to try it. I did bring up a brush if this does not pan out. Apologies in advance if I end up accidentally bringing this thing off camera. camera as much as possible. It's actually working pretty well so far. Yeah, that's working pretty decently. Yeah, I like that. That's looking pretty decent. Now, honestly, some may question why go to this trouble for a lower tier kit, but I say, you know what? It's worth it, if only just to try it out. You know, better to try it out here. A kit that really is not going to break the bank. You know, and try it out on some stupidly expensive thing, you know. There we go. Okay. Leo Lamb support. Thank you. Where that's coming? From YouTube. Oh, this time we got a comment from YouTube. Okay, so got that done. I was gonna let that dry. Now, that's setting up. Let's check on these intakes, see if they've. Yeah, those are on. So, why we got that up? I'm gonna do a little dry fitting. Just to see how well it goes in that. Okay, so where'd that piece go? Just want to test fit how this is supposed to fit in. Okay. Or try and glue it. Just because that's also going to affect how the nose gear fits in, and then also affect how the nose gear bay piece fits in. Took me a second to. Okay, so yeah, that. Okay, just trying to get an idea. So that's gonna fit in like that. Okay, so I got that. Now, let's go ahead and attach this, and that'll be where we'll call it a night. use too much glue on here. I want to make sure we got not just enough that'll fit this cap, and so that just as a there it is. Just to test fit this again and check for alignment. There we go. Okay, just gonna leave that there. Sure that stays up. Actually, when in doubt, okay, bust out the accelerator. Definitely want this to stay seated. To the setup. There we go. That should hold now. There we go. So, yeah, we're going to call it there for tonight. Obviously, I'm going to have to wait for the glue for the wings dry up, nose, all that. So, yeah, that's where we're going to be stopping for tonight. As I mentioned before, next weekend stream's probably going to get pushed to Sunday. We'll see. I'll try to still have it go off on Saturday night. Might happen sooner, might happen later. One caveat is the schedule for Comic-Con, the online. Got to look through it again to figure out what panels I want to check out. So, yeah, that's going to be a bit of an issue. So, if you enjoy my content, please do like, subscribe, all that. Does help out the channel a lot. And until next time.